Freed-Hardeman can win this ball game on this trip. The good news is they will have to go to full length of the court. The bad news is they've got a player in Sampson that can get from here to the basket, Tim, in about 0.2 seconds. He is an absolute speedster.
Yeah, you got to keep everything in front of you here. You can't allow them to get any open looks here. Make them work for it. If they hit a bucket and send this game to overtime, so be it. But do not allow them to get any easy looks. It looks like we're going to pick up at about half court or maybe a little three-quarter pressure here.
It'll be Justice guarding. And the clock now begins. 15 seconds left, potentially in Freed-Hardeman's season. 12 seconds. They go to Sampson. He loses the handle. Kick out Teichman. He puts it on the deck, and they call a foul on Stewart. And that'll be number 4 on the Qantas.
And that's a big foul, as here Kyle Teichman, Mr. All-TranSouth, freshman of the year last year, in the running for player of the year, will step to the line for 2 big free throws with a chance to tie this, but there's still 6 seconds to go, so even if he does tie it, we have a great opportunity to get down and even get a layup.
Goodwin will check in at the next whistle. It's 2 free throws upcoming. Teichman makes the first. The former Brentwood Bruin with ice water flowing through his veins. RedHawks take a timeout. And that is, I believe, their last timeout. So now the RedHawks, to Coach Sharp, what are you telling the guys? It's a 1-point game. In the event of a miss, obviously just securing the basketball is MO number 1. However, if you can somehow get out and run, you could eventually dribble out the clock. But if they make it, you're not going to have a chance. You're going to have to giddy up and go, basically, trying to get it into Justice maybe and scream on down toward the court, maybe get a layup, something going toward the hoop.
Yeah, what's Teichman shooting from the free throw line tonight? I know he's missed a few.
He's 6 of 9 now after that make it, unless they haven't updated it.
And what you have, like you said, what you have to do is you have to make sure you box out here. In the case of a miss, you do not want them to get a tip in to beat you at the horn. So if you got to box out, secure it, get the foul. If he hits this, then you just get the ball in. James Justice can easily go the length of the court in 6 seconds. And don't rush anything. You've got plenty of time. 6 seconds, you can get up and down this court twice. But big thing here is box out on a missed free throw.
6.1 seconds as Kyle Teichman steps to the free throw line. It'll be Gravatt checking in defensively at the next whistle. Teichman converts. He makes 2 big free throws. Gravatt replaces Haddix. They don't want Haddix to pick up a cheap foul here. 6.1 seconds remaining. Martin, they trigger the ball. They get it to Justice. Austin slipped down. Here comes Justice. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Justice, this will count for the win. He got it! He got it! He got it! Martin Methodist College has won the TranSouth Conference Championship on a last-second buzzer beater from James Justice. I don't believe what I just saw in the Curry Christian Life Center. What a play!
That's just the way we drew it up, Wade. Just the way we drew it up.
Absolute pandemonium in Pulaski as the Martin Methodist College RedHawks improve to 31-2. They come from 17 points down and they win it with a 3 at the buzzer, 69-66. What a game, Tim Wilson.
That's why you're the TranSouth Player of the Year. You have a bad game all around. Can't shoot the ball worth about anything, but who wants it at the end? James Justice takes it down, shoots it in traffic, about 4 guys around him. He elevated and shot it and drained it, and we are the champions.
Kyle Teichman comes off the court, has nothing to hang his head about. Martin Methodist College, what a game. James Justice lost the handle briefly, picked it up at the last second over 2 defenders, and he gives the RedHawks their first ever double-double. They win the regular season title, and they win the conference championship title. Bust out the dancing shoes, Tim Wilson. We're going to Kansas City.
Yes, we are, and what better way to go than on a nice last-second shot there to get the win, and boy, was it a tough game to get, but we overcome that adversity and got the win.
We're going to send it to Grant Bossberg, our public address announcer, as he awards the Martin Methodist College RedHawks their TranSouth Conference Championship banner.
22-11, and very likely especially if any Martin Methodist College fans have a vote, they're very deserving to get into the NAIA National Tournament in Kansas City. We wish them the very best. And the Martin Methodist College RedHawks, who advanced to the national tournament with a record of 31 wins and 2 losses. Now, if you'll please look to midcourt, representing the TranSouth Athletic Conference, are two faces very familiar to both institutions tonight. The first treasurer and officer of the TranSouth Athletic Conference and director of athletics from Martin Methodist College, Jeff Bain, and the second first vice president and officer of the TranSouth Conference and director of athletics for Freed-Hardeman University, Mike McCutcheon. It is the honor of these two gentlemen to present the 2011 TranSouth Athletic Conference Tournament Championship banner to the RedHawks of Martin Methodist College.
So there you have it, Tim Wilson. Martin Methodist College. We said it's never easy. We were severely underestimating the battle, the resolve, and the absolute moxie of the RedHawks here tonight. They erase a 17-point first-half deficit to win 69-66 tonight.
Yeah, a big win for the squad, and one that will help us down the line, as once we get out to Kansas City, no game will be easy. So this little adversity, I guess if you want to call it, that we had to overcome here tonight will only help us down the road and will keep the momentum that we've already built.
They're out on the court, folks. I'm throwing professionalism out the window. I'm snapping a pic here for the Twitter and for the Facebook, Tim.
I don't blame you.
That is
and looking at
to
the top 25 here, as we're going to get ready to see some seeding come out in the next couple of days. One team ahead of us, Texas Wesleyan, already lost in their conference championship game to LSU Shreveport. However, being that Shreveport was one slot ahead of us, I don't know how far Texas Wesleyan will fall, but you would assume we're going to be seeded at least somewhere 1 through 5.
What a game. Martin Methodist wins. Could you ask for anything better? Kyle Teichman, the runner-up conference player of the year, makes 2 free throws to tie the game. James Justice, the conference player of the year, comes down, hits a 3 at the buzzer to win the game. Wow.
Yeah, James Justice was 0 of 7 at the half, finished 7 of 17. So if my numbers are correct, that means he went 7 of 10 in the second half, and that's what your TranSouth player does. He shakes off adversity and gets the big shot.
And James Justice is climbing up on the rim. I think he's getting a photo of him on top of the rim. Here's what we're going for. And there it is, folks. James Justice, your TranSouth Conference Player of the Year, hanging from the rafters. Martin is going to Kansas City.
You don't want to get hurt, though, before you head out. Let's pull the ladder out, Wade, and climb up the ladder rather than hang from the rim.
Jeff Bain just grabbed the scissors, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the ladder. Jason Counts leading the way. The RedHawks are cutting down the nets in the Christian Life Center.
You can't ask for a better atmosphere. You can't ask for a better game. Unbelievable regular season co-champions. We show that we are the true champions by getting the win here, 69-66. But like you said, you can't hang your hat at all on Freed-Hardeman. Great performance by the Lions. And if any team does deserve a shot in the tournament, it is Freed-Hardeman as well.
And here's Coach Sharp at the top of the ladder as the Martin faithful recognize their first ever conference championship at home here tonight. I never thought I'd ever see one of these live in person, Tim Wilson.
Yeah, that is true, and it's great to see the team go up and each get a little cut of the net here, as they are going to celebrate this for a while. Enjoy it for about 24 hours, then get ready to start preparing for an even bigger task in getting the win out at Kansas City.
And what a tournament that is going to be. Martin Methodist advancing to the national tournament over Freed-Hardeman tonight, 69-66.